Hi, it's Rory from counsellingtutor.com, and the book I'm reviewing today is The Exam Life by Stephen Grosz. It is a really fascinating book, and I first came across it when Grosz was being interviewed on BBC Radio 4, and I also followed the serialisation of the book that came after the interview. It was absolutely fascinating. Like Irving D. Yalom did 20 years ago, Grosz treads a path of bringing client work and the observations of working with clients to a wider public, and for that we should be very grateful. It shows the process of psychoanalysis, and also at the end of each chapter we learn a lesson about the human condition. His clients are portrayed in a very vivid form, and they really live on the pages of the book. Some of them are very, very fascinating indeed. There's one particular client who was a serial liar, and through analysis it was discovered that it wasn't done particularly maliciously, but it was a way of getting connection and closeness to his mother. Absolutely fascinating. Grosz is also very good at giving us some lessons in the human condition. One of them being that paranoia may be a way of us not feeling forgotten as human beings. The notion is that if other people forget us, we invent scenarios, so at least we're alive in the fantasy in other people's minds. And he gives us an example of a woman who believed her door was being wired up by terrorists. He concludes that at least in the mind of the imaginary terrorist, she existed. And that's a great lesson in the human condition. What I'm also grateful to Stephen Grosz for is to demystify and to have clarity on a certain edge of psychology called grief. It's an idea by Kubler-Ross, the Stages of Grieving. Stephen Grosz quite rightly says that it's different for the living than for the dead, people who are dying, and that's a very accurate observation. I love this book. I love the way that Stephen Grosz can bring the people who he talks about alive, and also the lessons in the human condition that the book imparts on us. The cost of the book is $14.99. It can be downloaded as a Kindle edition, and it's published by Chatham and Windrush, a division of Random House, who I am thankful for that they sent me a review copy. If you're a student of psychotherapy, if you're a member of the general public who's really interested, then really this is a book that should be bought. You can buy this and you'd enjoy just seeing a therapist's observations of very fascinating and usually very private work. I know that one of my learners is going to snatch this out of my hand when I go back to college. So if you're watching, I'll certainly let you have sight of it. And as always, thank you for watching. Thank you.